G'day guys, in this video today we're going to be looking at the AirSpy Mini software-defined radio receiver, what you can use this for, what you can receive using one of these and where you can purchase them from. So we're going to check that out today, so stick around. So what is the AirSpy Mini? Well, the AirSpy Mini is a software-defined radio receiver which plugs straight into your PC and becomes a receiver that you can listen to all sorts of radio frequencies with.
300 degrees, 6 knots. Cove OK, temperature 5. QNH 1031 on first contact Hobart Ground or Tower, notify receipt of uniform.
And if we have a look here on the AirSpy.com website, this gives us a nice summary of what the AirSpy Mini is. Typical applications of the AirSpy Mini is portable VHF, UHF and SHF radio monitoring, real-time spectrum analyzer, ADS-B or ATC receiver, so aircraft, radio astronomy, satellite IF, telemetry receiver, wideband scanner, education, ham radio, etc. So you can listen to all sorts of radio frequencies right up to really, really high frequencies. Almost any two-way radio frequencies you can listen to as well. There's a lot of supported software we go through here. It also supports various different operating systems. This is plug and play, so you don't need any drivers. You just plug this straight into your PC and it just works with the SDR Sharp software, which I'll show later on that I use. And here's some technical specifications. So it has continuous 24 megahertz to 1700 megahertz native reception range. Now, it can also receive down to DC with the SPY option. So this is the SPY option. So you can also receive HF signals as well using that. But the AirSpy Mini, basically, yeah, you can receive any frequencies between 24 and 1700 megahertz by itself with just one of these receivers. And that includes, as I said, almost any two-way radio, ham radio, CB radio. You can listen to emergency services, first responders, dispatch. All sorts of radio frequencies are possible. FM broadcasting, anything between that 24 to 1700 megahertz range, and for AM broadcasting with the SPY option. As I mentioned, no drivers are required. 100% plug and play on Windows Vista 7, 8.1. 10, Mac, Linux, etc. It's also compatible with Raspberry Pi, Odroid, Pine64 and UP boards. In Australia, you can purchase the AirSpy from Connect VK, and here we have some AirSpy SDR receivers here that are available from Connect VK, and at the moment AirSpy are offering a 20% discount. If you purchase through Connect VK, use the code AirSpy20 off. That'll be in the description below, AirSpy 20 off, to receive a 20% discount on all AirSpy products for the next week. Now, if you're outside of Australia and you would like to take advantage of this, there was a tweet here by Lambda A Prog, which is talking about a 20% off on all AirSpy products from June the 28th until July the 4th, 2021. So to get your 20% off, you can purchase this right now, airspy.com/purchase. And if we go here, there are all the official distributors. At the moment, AirSpy have a 20% off deal going at the moment. So take advantage of this, grab one of these. So let's dive right in and see what we can hear using the AirSpy receiver. Okay, so I have my AirSpy Mini USB connected to my PC, and I'm just running AirSpy SDR Sharp. Here at the moment, you can see I've just got my SDR just connected to, just tuned up here on the local FM broadcast station on 100.9 megahertz. I've also got the antenna I'm using is just a 2 meter and 70 centimeter vertical antenna, which is just out the back. So nothing really special, and just running here, yeah, just in wide FM, and you can see here some stations on the waterfall. You can see an adjacent station here, and if you actually hover over the waterfall here in SDR Sharp, you get a peak and noise floor and signal to noise ratios and all sorts of cool things. So it's sort of like a mini spectrum analyzer as well, and I'll show a bit of a demonstration of that. You can also see here we've got some information coming through. I can't remember what this is called. RDS, I think that's right. RDS coming through from the FM broadcast station here, so I can actually see what is being transmitted at the moment. So on air now, Ash London. Yeah, let's tune around here. So it's quite easy to tune around. You just spin the dial here in whatever. So that's hundreds of megahertz, tens of megahertz. There was some amateur activity here. Oh, there's something there. I think that's a pager. If we turn up our volume, there we go. That's a bit of an annoying pager. Let's see if we can find some sort of audio voice signal. So I'll just bring in the, so you've got all sorts of options in SDR Sharp here. I can turn the range up on the waterfall so I can actually see some of the signals. I can also adjust the zoom of you can see here I'm zooming in on this signal right here. I can zoom right out. At the moment my display is 4.8 megahertz. And you can adjust all these things in here as well. If you are using the SpyVerter option, you can tick SpyVerter here when you plug it in line, and also provide power from the AirSpy Mini as well by clicking on Bias T. Let's see if we can find a signal to listen to. So we can see here, this is the local amateur repeater that is nearby on 439.825 megahertz that I'm listening to using the SDR. You can hear that there's a conversation going on there at the moment. So that's just amateur frequencies at the moment. So that's quite good. I've got a little gain slider here that I can adjust up and down to increase the signal to noise ratio, and there's all sorts of information on the net about how to set that up correctly.
0 degrees 6 knots. Okay, temperature 5, QNH1031 on first contact Hobart Ground Oil Tower, notify receipt of uniform.
So at the moment I'm listening to local aircraft, the tower that's not too far from here at the airport. So you can use, again, the SDR to listen in on those transmissions. And they're quite clear. I'm not even using an antenna that's designed for aircraft. The FM broadcast band, I've got 3 FM broadcasters here, all within fairly close frequencies. 92.1 is what I'm tuned to at the moment. I've also got one here on 92.9. If I hover my mouse over, I can see the signal strengths of that signal, and 93.9 as well. And if I just zoom up on the actual station here, you can zoom right in. So the bandwidth is very narrow here now, and I can see that station. If I just zoom out and go to this slightly stronger station, I can do the same thing, and I can view exactly how wide that frequency or that station actually is. If I reduce the bandwidth as well, I can narrow the bandwidth down. Very, very powerful software, so it's rather great. I wanted to demonstrate the use of this as a spectrum analyzer. Now, if I come back down here in frequency, this is where things start to get a little bit interesting. So if I just reduce the gain here a little bit and just reduce the waterfall, you'll notice here that I'm creeping up here to about 170 megahertz. Now, if I just move the waterfall here, you'll notice here on the spectrum analyzer, or the waterfall display here rather, it is acting like a spectrum analyzer, because you'll see here that the signal is rather weak at sort of minus 98, pretty flat noise floor, and then all of a sudden it rises here and sort of goes quite high. And if I drag that out just a little bit more, you can just see how wide that is. And if I actually keep on dragging along and I keep on going here, you'll notice that this goes on for quite a bit, dips down here and then comes back up. What I'm actually looking at here, this is a digital television TV carrier, and there's 3 of them all close together up to about 195 megahertz. Then it drops off again. So that's quite interesting and sort of demonstrates visually the spectrum analyzer capabilities of the AirSpy Mini and all the AirSpy products really. But yeah, it's quite impressive really what you can receive using an SDR. So other things you can receive again with the AirSpy Mini are amateur radio signals, ham radio, CB radio, any two-way radio systems that aren't encrypted, so analog radio systems. You can also receive weather satellites decoding weather satellite pictures. You can receive the International Space Station. The International Space Station also transmits pictures and voice as well. Amateurs use the ISS talking over as well, so you can receive that. You can receive emergency services networks, marine. You can receive aircraft, all sorts of two-way radio frequencies between 25 megahertz and 1700 megahertz. And if you want to receive HF again, you can use one of these, the Spy Verter as well. So yeah, definitely get yourself an AirSpy Mini, have a go, and you'll be able to receive all sorts of signals all over the bands, everywhere. Now, if you'd like to see me using an SDR, a software-defined radio, receiving signals from the International Space Station, then please click on this video over here. 73, thank you for watching.